I'm about to show you a few video clips that prove that microchips and facial recognition was available years ago. And most of these video clips were produced well over a decade ago, and you'll realize that the producers couldn't fathom the high density and clarity that we're used to nowadays. And for that I apologize. But the point is, the technology for fulfillment of chapters 13 and 14 has been around for some time. For years, people have heard about the Bible scriptures you just read, and if you're honest, they seem somewhat unbelievable, perhaps mystic. How could anyone monitor and control highly sensitive life issues of every human being on the face of this earth? Let me tell you something, friend. There is not a single thing in the Bible that is untrue. And if you think there is, well, you just don't know enough about it. Scriptures that were foretold thousands of years ago have come to pass just as the Bible said. And many have happened in our lifetime. And I'll give you an example. Look at Israel and the Jewish people. There can be no reason for that small piece of land and her people to even exist, except for God's Word, the Bible. But let's get back to Revelation 13 and 14. I have found that most people, including Christians, don't know technologies for events found in Revelation 13 and 14 are here today and are being deployed. So for the next few minutes, sit back, try to relax to keep your jaw from dropping.
Right now my mind is telling my body to talk, and it's supplying my mouth with the words that I'm giving to you, and the mind could also learn to say to the chip, go to a certain web page, download some information, and supply it to the inside of my eyeballs.
You believe that you're going to be actually able to tell your mind through a chip to provide you with information that you can then speak. So on this program, this would be great for me. You put a little chip in there, and if I didn't know something, I could say to the chip, would I have to say it out loud or just think it?
Either way.
I could just think it, give me an answer.
Right now, we're loaded up with bionic stuff already. I'm wearing glasses. I have fillings in my teeth. This is a wristwatch. I'm wearing clothing, which allows me to adjust to the climate as I go outside. So it's obviously only a matter of time until convergence allows us to match the number one tool of the next century, and that would be the computer chip. I mean,
okay, so the
clothes are
computer
tools,
chip,
glasses are tools.
Sure, but all of these are external. The computer should be in you, and that's what frightens me.
Well,
See,
it could be in you, or it could be wherever you wanted it to be. And it would allow you to make telephone calls without having a cell phone, allow you to surf the web without having a monitor.
Well, show me how. So if I had a chip embedded in my head, I could make a telephone call by
you could just start talking.
Call Mom?
Yeah.
And Mom would be, and I could talk to her?
And then you would just say, hello, Mom.
I wouldn't have a phone or anything.
No. And so you'd have to have some body language so people would know what you were doing. Let's say you're standing at the American Airlines terminal.
Yeah.
And you're calling the Advantage desk and saying, I've missed my flight. Do you have any seats at 10 o'clock? Mm-hmm. Okay, if you're standing there saying that, somebody's going to look at you like you're one of these crazy...
But not if everybody had the chip, they'd all know what was going on?
Well, but you would do this.
Right. You go there to the little phone.
This means I'm not just talking to myself, I'm talking on the phone.
This sounds so...
If you're reading the web on the inside of your eyeballs...
Yeah.
It would look rude to people. It would look like I'm staring straight through you. But I'm not staring straight through you. I'm looking at the Fox News webpage, right? Mm-hmm. So how do I want people to know that? I would just go like this.
You know, so you're going to have a whole sign language thing. Like this sounds so unbelievable.
If I'm downloading information...
But it's true. It could happen.
Things are converging so quickly, and computers are already such an amazing tool.
But we've checked it out a little further than your article, and the scientists tell us that it is absolutely true and absolutely possible for a human being to have a chip embedded in their system and to have many, many things appear in their mind upon command. So you would say, I need to know the name of the 18th president. Bing!
Not only that, I meet you and I call up your credit report while we're talking. And eventually the time will come when a child is implanted with a little chip back here and will learn to control the chip in the same way that you learn to control your bodily functions and your voice and your movements.
There's been over 10 million pets in 15 years that have had this microchip without any problems.
And there are some who see no problem using the chip for more than a medical ID. Parents are putting these chips in kids in Mexico where there's a higher risk of kidnappings. The scanners are put up at airports and bus stations, so if a chipped child is there, police know.
Now it's on to the big party on South Beach as the chip is envisioned as the new age gold key to the VIP room.
You don't have to pull out your credit cards, your driver's licenses. You're part of a team. You're part of an elite family.
Instead of your credit card being scanned, you would be scanned. The chip is currently the rage in clubs in Europe, and implanting it is currently free.
It's so simple. I think that within 20 years when you get born you will get a chip.
But these microchips are at the center of a serious debate about fundamental privacy rights.
There are serious legal issues that are raised by this particular technology.
Privacy advocates say they're concerned these chips could monitor or track people, medical records could be abused, and a person couldn't remove the chip if they wanted to. The Electronic Privacy Information Center's Mark Rottenberg is concerned that there currently are no rules that regulate or limit how this chip can be used.
To suggest that somehow this is not personal information is simply misleading. It is very personal information.
But Molly says that in her case, she doesn't see a downside.
There's really nothing but my information on what kind of medicine I'm on. The doctor would want to know what medication I was on. I mean, nobody else would really care.
If you're interested in reading more about where you can get this microchip implanted, you can log on to our website, WCBSTV.com.
And we'll be faced with equally consequential decisions in the 21st century. Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that, mark my words, before your tenure is over.
There are claims that the chips could even act like tiny transmitters buried in our bodies, permanently identifying us and tracking us everywhere.
It would be the ultimate tracking tool because there would be nowhere to hide from a technology like that. It could be used to track everybody everywhere at any given moment.
All right, this next story may sound like something out of, well, a Hollywood thriller. A Saudi inventor has created a killer microchip. It's designed to track terrorists and criminals and, well, you can think of somebody. Not only does it include a GPS device, it also has a lethal dose of cyanide, which can be activated at any time. You get my point?
Well, if you've ever wondered about some passages in the Bible, how can a government restrict the population so that you cannot buy or sell unless you have a particular mark? Well, this is the answer. We're literally being set up for that kind of government control.